Shalom, Call Halal, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that teach this truth and rule well by spirits and power that be. Wabrakadama Trophy elect. It's the brother Gabar, and I'm back with another lesson. And Lord's will, this be edifying to the body of Yahweh Shai. I'm going to go straight into it. All right, this is going to be over the Lord removing the dross from us. All right, us being purified. All right, Sirach chapter 2 and verse 10. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And we know we're the Lord's jewelry. So he's refining us and purifying us right now. And what that is doing is taking away all the dross that is in us. That dross, I can just get the definition if you don't know what dross is. It says something regarded as worthless rubbish. It's basically when you're purifying a metal. Let's say you got gold and you just want the gold, you go dig it up, you get it mined out the ground or whatever, and you're trying to make a gold brick or something. You're gonna melt it down, you're gonna put it in that furnace, and all the dross will come to the top. Or if you got silver or tin or any other metal, and you're melting it because you want to get everything out of there that you don't want. All you're gonna want left is that gold or that silver. So the stuff that comes to the top is that dross. So that's what you're gonna get rid of. You're gonna rid it of that, and that's gonna be through that purification process. All right. So it says dross, something regarded as worthless rubbish. Yeah, especially compared to that gold or whatever you just want. So it says trash. Trash, all right? All the trash and the elect that the Lord is getting out right now. How is he getting it out? By putting you in that furnace of adversity. That's how he's doing it, right? And that's gonna, as long as you maintain that order and hold fast to that integrity that you have, then guess what? Then the Lord's gonna keep you, because if you start acting up, you cast all of those things away, then what's gonna happen? Then you're gonna become that dross, and he's not gonna have no pleasure in you. All right, so that's what we need to do, as he does take away the dross that is within us. All right, so let's go back right quick. For gold, Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. All right, so we're that gold. Lord's will, that be us, the elect. We're that gold, and we're in that purification process, and he's taking away the dross within us. All right, let's go to another scripture. Zechariah chapter 13, starting at verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third, all right, and matter of fact, let me start from the top of 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, that Salakia, that in all the land, that land is America, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. So 2 parts of this nation, Israel, and we know that to be the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, 2 parts, 2/3, right, are going to be cut off and die. They're going to melt here. They're going to be dross. They are dross, because ain't no gold in these niggas. These niggas are disorderly. They don't want to have order how we had it in the beginning, with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. They want to do their own thing. So these niggas are just dross to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. So he's going to get rid of them. He don't need them. They're trash. All right. 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. That gold. That's that third right there. That 1/3. That gold, man. They're gonna be delivered from the coming destruction, and all the dross is gonna be melted away. They're gonna be left here to melt these 2/3 in America. All right. This is gonna be verse 9. Verse 9 says, Salakia. All right, so verse 9 says, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as gold, Salakia, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. Right? Now let's go into that word refined right quick, just on Google. And it says remove impurities, right? Remove impurities, that dross. Impurities or unwanted elements from a substance typically is a part of an industrial process. Exactly. All right, so all of that dross within you, the Lord is going to remove it. How? By putting you in the furnace of adversity. So right now we're being purified. That's why we're catching hell. That's why certain things is going on in your life. All right. It also means purify. It just means cleanse, purge, clear. There you go. Clear, free, redeem. That's a good one. All right. So let's keep going on that Zechariah. I'm going to start at the top of verse 9. It says, and I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power. All right, and that's the elect, the gold. So he's going to take all the dross out of that gold, all of those impurities in the metal, right? And that's also going to be the Lord doing that. That's also going to show, who you are, when you're going through different situations. Chiefly we know we have the hour of the Slakia, Slakia. Can't remember the name right now. Damn, man, these bodies suck. Oh, the hour of temptation. Call the Lord Yahweh Bashim. The hour of temptation. We got the hour of temptation coming, so that's a huge test right there. So that's gonna take. It's either gonna take a lot of dross out of you, and you're gonna be that gold, or you're gonna find out to be dross, and your ass gonna be taken out. One or the other, man. So the dross is gonna be taken out either way. Your ass just don't want to be no dross. You'd rather be the gold and just go through being purified, But let's keep going. Get to another scripture. Let's go to we can go to Isaiah. Now we're going to go to Ezekiel chapter 22. This is Ezekiel chapter 22, starting at verse 18. All right, so we know the dross is going to be taken out of the elect, and the Lord's going to be with that remnant, and he's going to save them, right? But we also know that the 2/3 of our people, they are dross. Basically, think of it like this. You got the nation of Israel, and the Lord is going to purify it and remove the dross out of the nation of Israel and just take that remnant. That's what's going on. He's just going to take that remnant, which is that gold. That's all that he wanted in the first place. The rest of it is trash. These niggas, man, they're just trash. The rest of them. So he's going to leave their ass to melt here. He's going to take the dross. He's going to take the dross out and start with that remnant, man. Give them new bodies. Get a clean slate. So that's what's going on. He's taking the dross out of Israel. I might label it something like that. And you don't want to find out to be dross, because when the purification comes, the gold and the dross is going to be separated. You can look up a video of the dross, how they do it, how they separate it. After, when it's heated up, it goes to the top, they scoop it up, or shave it off when it comes out or whatever. So it's gonna be known, when that time come of the test of integrity, who's the gold and who's the dross, and you can't fake it, right? So let's keep going. Ezekiel 22 and 18. Son of man, the house of Israel to Slakia. Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross. All they are brass and tin and iron and lead. In the midst of the furnace, they are even the dross of silver. Therefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, because ye are all become dross, behold, I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it. So will I gather you in mine anger, right? Ultimately, those missiles, gather you in my anger and in my fury, and will leave you there and melt you. So all of the ones in the nation of Israel, because we know the Lord's not finna melt the whole nation of Israel. He always got that remnant. So All those people that are gonna be found out to be dross in the nation of Israel, the niggas, the bitches in our nation, they don't want to be in order. They want to do whatever they want. Women don't want to be servants to their husbands. They don't want to be in obedience and humble and meek. Likewise, the men, they don't want to be humble. They just want to be proud, sagging, teaching their sons how to sag, ball fades, lineups, pork, sitting on the couch drinking a 40, slobbing, going to sleep, watching Baby Boy, them Baby Boy niggas. Them dross niggas, man. The Lord is gonna burn their ass up. The Lord is gonna melt their ass. Literally, He's gonna melt them. You gonna get melted with Babylon, man. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. These niggas gonna be melted, man. And that should be what you want, man. If you don't want these niggas to get melted, you don't want America to get melted, man, you get the fuck off the page, man. That's what we want. We want the dross to be gone. We just want the gold. We just want the silver, man. That's it. We don't need the impurities. We don't need the trash. The fuck you need the trash for? So in the nation of Israel, these niggas, these dross niggas, it's gonna be a new name. These dross niggas, they're gonna be melted, man. The dross amongst our people. Literally, it says it. Read it again. It says, so I will gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there, where? America, and melt you. So you're gonna be melted with the missiles. 21. It reads, yea, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. It says, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. People literally are going to be melted, man. That's what they're speaking of. All right. 22. As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted. So just like that silver is melted down in a furnace when they purified it, right? But remember, you niggas dross, right? These niggas are dross. But just like that silver is melted down, what does it say? As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof. And ye shall know that I, the Lord Yahweh, have poured out my fury upon you. Yeah, they're going to know the Lord doing it. That's why when the prophets, Lord pulled back his prophets, people going to be running to and fro. Why? Because calamity. And you're going to know this is from, man, this something else. This is from above. How messed up it's going to be out here. And the Lord loves to do that, reveal himself, when you done messed up. Now you trying to go back. He wants you to know that he did that to you, man. He's not going to reveal himself to be your salvation, but he going to reveal himself so that you know why it's happening and who it's coming from, man. So it says, as silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof. And ye shall know that I, the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, have poured out my fury upon you. All right. And yeah, that's it. That's all I'm gonna get on there to verse 22, and we'll get this. I go to Isaiah now. All right, but you see, 2/3 of our people in the land of America, 2/3 of Israelites that dross in the nation, they're gonna be melted away. So the Lord is gonna start with that remnant, and they'll come back in the kingdom, but they're gonna be melted here, man. Just like a fucking car, a house, these houses and stuff gonna be melted. They gonna be melted, man. Just as silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, they gonna be fucking melted, man. They gonna be melted right along with they fucking AKs, they fucking Glocks with dicks on them, they fucking Black and Miles, they blunts, they plug, they adulterous wife, they sodomite husband, with all that shit. They gonna be melted with that shit, with they Hellcat, they gonna be melted with the shit, bro. That's how serious it is. Isaiah chapter, and this will be the last one. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 25. It says, and I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away thy dross and take away all thy tin. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna take away all the dross out of the nation of Israel. And that's what we're looking forward to happening. All right, I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read 26 as well. Starting at 25, Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 25. And I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away thy dross. So he going to take the bad out of us, man. The bad out of the nation of Israel. Purely purge away thy dross. So he going to clean us. And take away all thy sin. He going to remove the trash ass niggas, the trash ass Israelites out of the nation, which we need terribly. Verse 26. And I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. So what is that? We gonna have that order. Yahweh Shai, King David, the 144,000, the Elohim mentioned in Genesis that was creating everything. We got that, man. That's what the Lord is doing with us. He's gonna take the elect, he's gonna purge away the dross out of the nation of Israel, and he's gonna take it back to how it was in the beginning. You know, that perfect order, right? But these niggas are so disorderly. That's why they fucking dross, and they don't want to get right. The prophet has been out. The Lord has had them teaching, but they still dross. They didn't want to change. They don't see no value in, being the Lord's gold, So, hey, the Lord's gonna throw their ass away. They just trash to them, and they trash to us. They'll come back though. They'll come back, but they're trash. Let's keep reading. It says, afterwards thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. So we're going to be the city of righteousness. We're going to keep those laws 100%. We're never going to go off, man, in those new bodies. All right. So that's going to be it's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be peace. It's going to be harmony. Shiloh coming back, man. All right. And, yeah, that's all I'm going to get on there, man. Lord's will, this was edifying. Yahweh B'Hashem Shai is purging his elect to get out all of the dross within them. All right, and once the Lord is done with that, he gonna take away the dross out of the whole nation. The whole nation, all those no good niggas, no good women of the nation of Israel. And then what? Then he gonna take us, put us in our own land, refresh the whole earth, and we're gonna get a whole do-over. And we're gonna have the order that we had in the beginning with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, 144,000. We're gonna get order. We're gonna get our counsel, how everything first was, man. So call Halal Yahweh B'Hashem Shai. The dross is getting taken out of the nation of Israel, man. And we tired of looking at these niggas, man. It affects you. You just see one of them niggas, man. I be at work. I was at work one time. I go in there, and one of these niggas, I gotta work with one of these niggas, for a few minutes or whatever, 30 minutes. I'm in there moving boxes. I'm just like, man, like fucking nigga, man, like just looking at this nigga, tired of these niggas. They come with bad energy. Tired of this shit, man. So these niggas gonna melt, man. Yahweh B'Hashem Shai is gonna melt these niggas, bro. They gonna be melted right here in America. All right, and you shouldn't be trying to plead for these niggas, man. Fuck these niggas, man. Let these niggas go. Let them melt. We need this dross to be gone so we can be gold again. All right, and also the Lord taking away the dross that's within us. We need to maintain our integrity in Him as we do go through afflictions. You don't get afflicted and you go, oh fuck, let me go smoke that blunt. Nah, man, you're not supposed to do that. You maintain your integrity like Job did. If you got to be a martyr even, hey, the Lord will give you the spirit, to deal with that. He'll strengthen you even as Yahweh Shai was, so Lord's will, this is edifying, man. Call Halal Yahweh B'Hashem Shai. The dross is getting taken out of us, and we're going to be gold, just gold. We're going to get a do-over. We're going to be just gold. Call Halal Yahweh B'Hashem Shai. Shalom.